This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Abreye. Okay, Marijata.
General.
Say yeah.
Yes, General.
Okay. Nana was all your fine.
Group A.
Group A.
And you're picking Netherlands.
Yeah.
And then Group B, obviously England, and they're the biggest fisher of Hormone.
Okay.
Iran Shahobi, Wales Shahobi, and Ecuador Shahobi. So these are USA also Group B. So these are countries. But General say, pick here. Obviously we'll be talking about one country, or then it's a trophy. You will not be talking about USA, even though my hosted tournament, or my showcase or what they have. Carlos Queiroz leading Iran. Me and you money from, so they have some talented players. So
why not so trophy? Okay.
Yeah, England.
66. England, yes. 66.
Sure.
Okay, but now I'm trying
the only
Germany
former winner in the
52 years down the
line. Only former winner.
Still, I'm trying.
Now say you go for crowd, more with Jane
3-2. Third go down try line.
You go for the 30.
4-2 and 3-2.
4-2.
1930.
The man here 3-2 and try line.
I'm German.
2 years without a trophy.
Yeah, General. So basically, most Wales will be coming with, kind of say, past form Gareth Bale, which are more and it's a past in the peak. And so, Iran, I'm hoping a certain Mediterranean. This guy has been so good for Porto this season in Europe. General, one secret about the World Cup is none of the countries, and at least only one top player be an any dinosaur the neighbor. So I'll be talking in detail, and I'm show me opinion on Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, more formations and roles be or more Ashishadiama England. For one went for the back three, one also went for the back four system. So I'm going through the two. But England has been doing some good job, and General said, at this point since 1950. I hosted World Cup or Brazil, their first ever appearance on that particular stage. USA the year Mufrimo, that USA players and Okaya. One of them now or the Defunu, and I can say a funeral director. Now another player so a post boy, and I say will be our letter or post office. That squad now from USA and we England film. Since then, General or more it was from 1950 by 1966 and we host here. It's been their only identity in terms of the global stage. Or more Casabiana, they go back into 1966. They make a lot of references. No Matimi Akasaba. That has been always a more identity. But General, 1966, HMBMA, 74 when Germany hosted Yahoo England, 78 when Argentina hosted and won Yahoo England, and back in US in 1994 where Brazil Esokoko final Yahoo England. Since then they've been coming, but so ever since 1930, ABC and they can say 3 times, and England have failed somewhere appear in the group stages of the World Cup. Just 3 times. But so what kind of quarterfinals they are failing 9 times. My pen quarterfinal, near drop your Mukofi, or my bar, near drop your, and the last one, no, dear Russia, or my the quarterfinal stage on Basa before their biggest win. Yes, Samis. Their biggest win, General, the 6-1 they won against Panama, or Nizhny Novgorod, or Russia, that 2018 World Cup, because and so they have some good record, 91 goals, and I'm share on this platform as a nation. 91, 29 wins, 21 losses, 19 draws, and in England, a one more basket, more record. You can talk about some of the individual players and a more record of Chelsea. Gary Lineker has been one key player for England down the ages, and on a lead in terms of World Cup goals at England, having some 10 goals, 4 shots, and a Hurricane, so drew 6. So Hurricane, if this tournament to me, I hit the primer, Ebiano 4 goals, and so it me draw parity with player friends like Gary Lineker. Now, General Osha, I'm a former head of Qatar now. I mean, kind of say contrasting fortunes. Obaka Heroes, I'm a performance. I'm all right. Say I could find us and son. I'm there a certain Sancho, a certain Bukayo Saka, a certain Rashford. A ball penalty. I'm about to go here, and then no one narrow to the Nations League, the last ever. I mean, kind of say national tournament. I'm over there. Or Qatar. They've lost all games. 6 games, 0 win. So Osha Heroes, they did so well. But talk about the Nations League, it's been very much abysmal. I've said many things, but say, go over and down deeper. England, a bit unlucky on individual profiles, sometimes how a conflict. Now, General, let me take you through. Certain profiles be on my coaches be pay, but a to be with me in your broso. A bit to Paulo Dybala and Messi Argentina, both number 10s, both love to have the ball. But General, a bad say young experience and their talent, potential, and so on. We always choose Messi, not Dybala or the peripheries. A bit to my friends in England. Now talk about from 98 down this point. Now you come out in Keone Tony Adams. Two stalwarts in terms of the centre back positioning. Are very good, but put them together as a unit, they never worked. Oba Wanima Babenya John Terry, Oba Benya Ferdinand, Oba Benya Sol Campbell. Three of them, all of them, are very good for their club side. John Terry for Chelsea, Ferdinand for Manchester United at their heydays. Early 2000s, late 90s, Manchester United, but put Ferdinand alongside Sol Campbell, it never worked. John Terry, it never worked. Coming to midfield, they have Scholes, Gerrard, and Lampard. None of them. About 3-man midfield or 2 pivot. England, say, oh, in our golden generation where we had Gerrard, Lampard, it me function so well, General, and also so Overside draw ladder Declan Rice and Jordan Henderson, 2 typical defensive midfielders. None of them and it me working alongside the other. Either so back and drop it back on the bench. So usually Southgate in the days, Henderson were former. Now I'm picking up Jamie Vardy, Hurricane. Vardy led Leicester to their only EPL title in our recent days. Our brand Ampany for this kind of fat club now, and Jamie Vardy we all felt set as so lead the 3 Lions. But because we went me and ditch the 4-2-3-1 and call for a certain 4-4-2 where it would have accommodated Hurricane any player friends said Jamie Vardy ninety. They had to sometimes put Jamie Vardy on the peripheries. No more about Hurricane. Over so about BM now about 2 player friends said when Rooney Michael Owen those days, each one of them not on a prime, but put them together in whichever formation, it never functioned to the best perfect way a manager be a panel. And now we are also talking about Declan Rice and a certain Jude Bellingham. They've both risen to this particular pointer individually for West Ham and Borussia Dortmund. They've been doing some massive job. But General, whichever formation I've bought as a coach, I'll bet me accommodate the two now. We have some good players. Let's go on the board and then talk about England. Almost squad no kakra. From goalkeeping. At this point, General said, oh, I give you on a larger scale, you would obviously be going for Jordan Pickford. The familiarity with the 3 Lions, the consistency as an individual with the club side, Everton, the experience as an individual with the 3 Lions, how our ball, the relationship with other players within the setup, he's good. But General, on current form, I will be going for Aaron Ramsdale of Arsenal. He's the bedrock of their success this season in the Premiership. He's been doing some great job for Arsenal. And unknown yet the backbone of Mikel Arteta and the system of the ball Arsenal. But obviously, on this stage, we talk about many factors. I be my coach, Apikobi. So I will be going for player friends, Pickford, or goalkeeper over Aaron Ramsdale. Even though he's been doing some good job and on current form, I would have chosen Ramsdale. But experience, any other factors considered. Now, Harry Maguire, General, talking about Harry Maguire, I will only be talking about 2 things. In set pieces, go back and check Russia 2018. Say, Drew, say you're about corner, you're about free kick. Anything talking about long balls. Oh, the target men and I Hurricane, Jordan Henderson, and Harry Maguire. I'm gonna a box room. So manager friends Southgate and Nim a kwanya obefaswa obey you the leadership skills of this particular player, Harry Maguire. Amana we should defense on man. They have other quality players full of experience and energy make me about like Kyle Walker, and especially getting the opportunity to play under a certain manager like Pep Guardiola. He's been so good for the clubs at Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester City. He's been doing the job. Even the 3 Lions crown or performing so well. Look, sure. Only competition on his own horn. Are you talking about Ben Chilwell to give Shaw a competition, let alone in a free team? It would never happen. So that zone belongs to fully Luke Shaw and Obebo area. Now the emergence of Jude Bellingham caused a lot of tactical issues within the 3 Lions because background and not drop it Declan Rice or board the consistent Declan Rice within the 3 Lions. This is another headache for the manager who has to deal with it. Further, there are other players who might emerge like Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden getting the opportunity to play under Pep Guardiola and were mature so well beyond even the age. The profile expanded so much because because you're very versatile. He can give you multiple functions on the field, and even off it, he's one of the sober guys within the Three Lions. And so, okay, squad no dia. Let me share my opinion on the squad no. Jamie Carragher, another player formerly of Three Lions. Now, general social formations now also now. This is a back four. Now, back four no a Trippier, Shaw, Harry Maguire, and a John Stones. So much pay and a Jordan Pickford. This is good based on many factors: experience, the potential, and then the knowledge within the team no here on the top platform like the World Cup. Trippier, World Cup, no set piece but down for England. He's the one to effect it. Sure, but more the offensive attributes of a quality left back. And John Stones, Harry Maguire partnership, it's been doing the job massively down the years, ever since Southgate. General midfield, Messi Mount position, you know about Chelsea. But usually, your ability to accommodate yourself within a certain setup, and you know how mature you are. Messi Mount on the left side of a three-man midfield. Now, Busa, one person, bought in a wrong position. Who is that? Social base, Jude Bellingham, the ball. DM Honoman Kasababia should game the build up. Who has to progress the ball from the defense into the final third? Jude Bellingham. Now on the right side, Declan Rice. Quite unfortunate. Unfamiliar role and yet not, but it has to be so to accommodate the other guy in Jude Bellingham, because on current form, this guy is doing the job for team and friends Borussia Dortmund. Look into the final third, a bit of energy, exuberance. Phil Foden, no bit added to the matured Hurricane and the Bukayo Saka. Say shot lineup at 4-3-3, typical 4-3-3, but this is so direct because none of them in a big crab on a check. Sometimes they can even switch it into a 4-2-3-1. Now this back three from Gary Neville, Manchester United legend. Now Jonas Solskjaer back three now, Juma. The back three has been so much prominent in recent days for club sides. Most of them almost switch to back three for two reasons. One, to accommodate a lot of the centre backs you have, and then two, to curb the weakness. So John Stones, Eric Dier for Tottenham, but that is the exact role of Obama Antonio Conte or Tottenham. Ben White, ever present Arsenal right back position. So that is the back three. On many pair now, on the general, the manager in Gary Neville found a way to accommodate Declan Rice and then Jude Bellingham in a double pivot base. Or shot wing back row, then you have Luke Shaw and then Trent Alexander-Arnold. This is another tactical ploy. Trent bought as a fullback or show a lot of weaknesses on one-on-one situations. But as a wing back in the offensive game, because or offended 70%, or defended 30%. So to get the best out of him, give him an offensive role, and that is the right wing back position or no, and then the opposite number Luke Shaw, or many will pay for Foden Sterling, a boy Hurricane. This is good on paper, but how it works to a lot of good functionality about lie, because football is a practicality and yet say paper. So how they function relies on a lot of things that you need to do, and this is how our England team know. The back three can work, the back four can work, but it depends solely on the manager. We've seen the two, but general, whichever way are, the Three Lions are really coming with a top squad. It depends on the experience of manager Fraser Southgate. He went into the semis the last time I World Cup in Russia. Let's see how it goes. But
How far now? Who's on with
yes, I think the last 8 England will be there.
England?
Yes, out of
Last
the 32,
8.
they'll be in the last 8.
Okay.
Yes. I have a peanut